Hello and welcome again to another exciting edition of Sports Updates Ghana. And yesterday, the Black Stars won their first game in the World Cup qualifiers against Ethiopia, courtesy a goal by Mubarak Wakaso. Well, today we are about to find out what Ghanaians make of that victory in the game against Ethiopia. Let's go out and find out what people think.
Honestly speaking, I wasn't impressed looking at the kind of players we have over the decades. I was expecting Siki Akuno to bring out a master plan for this game, but then honestly he failed. But then it doesn't bring the fact that we can or have an opportunity to make amends to this formation that he has. So this brings to the question that the kind of players he invites into the team. You realize that most of these players have not played 90 minutes for so long. So most of these players are not on their best of forms, to be frank with you. The Ethiopians came in with a game plan and then they mastered it. Everything was on point. Going forward, we have to be very careful in player selection and in player invitation. That's our biggest problems. Otherwise, we have nothing or nowhere to go.
This squad doesn't concede goals, but the issue has been the scoring. In the game against South Africa, what are you expecting?
South Africa is going to give us a competitive game because they drew in their opening game and then they don't want to leave any stone unturned. They are going to give us a very good game. Nevertheless, I'm just looking at the Black Stars giving us another performance. A draw in South Africa will be good for us, but then we want to see performance because we've seen results over the past years, but I want to see performance as well.
Were you impressed with yesterday's game?
Well, I wasn't really impressed with yesterday's game because the coach showed that he was tactless. He lacked the attitude to manage the game very well. Also, the players were uninspiring. They didn't show much vigor and intensity to play the ball and then win the match convincingly. But a win is a win, so we'll take the 1-0 win like that. Yeah. So that's it.
On Monday, we play South Africa in our next game. What are you expecting in that game?
Okay, well, I'm expecting the coach to make some changes because some of the players weren't really playing very well. So I'm expecting. I want the players to show attitude when they play on Monday. So at least I'm expecting a convincing victory when we face our opponent on Monday.
I think the game was a good one. However, scoring against Ethiopia in your own grounds, I think it's not enough. So at least the goal should have been maybe 2, 3, or 4, because going to these African countries, I'm going to play at their home grounds is going to be difficult, especially with South Africa and Zimbabwe. And so getting a goal alone is not enough. Let's remember that sometimes the goals difference also counts. So I think it was a good game, but the goal should have been more.
We play South Africa in our next game on Monday. What do you want them to do better?
I think South Africa is going to be a stronger opponent than Ethiopia, and so the boys would have to be up and doing and then play with the maximum strength and all of that, to at least if we get a point from South Africa, it will be enough so that when they come to Ghana, maybe we can get a win.
Well, I would say the Black Stars did not perform to our satisfaction because over the years we've become accustomed to the Black Stars playing very good football, but what we saw yesterday was appalling. Remember the last time Ethiopia came to Ghana? That was Kwesi Appiah's first match in his second stint. We won by 5-0. The game was very fun. We played very good football, possessed, and we scored as many as 5 goals. But what we saw yesterday was a sharp contrast. The players had to rely, and we had to rely on a fortuitous strike by Mubarak Wakaso to get a win. People will say it's just a win, and sometimes you don't have to play good football. But for Christ's sake, this is Ethiopia. And when Ghana and Ethiopia meet, there's a vast difference in football, in our football, in a football perspective. There's a lot to improve. If you ask me, there's a lot to improve going into the South Africa game. And unfortunately for the Black Stars, they are sending in a depleted squad. The England-based players are not playing, and I also understand the German-based players are also not going because of COVID restrictions in the respective countries. So Akono has to, obviously everything relies on him. I know maybe he will be going to South Africa with an intention of getting a draw, a draw in South Africa is good because when South Africa return, we can get a win. I think the maximum the Black Stars should be looking at getting from this group is win all their home games. That's 9 points, and get at least 7 points away from home. That's to boost to obviously ensure their qualification to the next round. And at the next round, they have to find a way to get past one of the big teams on the continent and go to.
So you just heard the thoughts of some Ghanaians and what they make about Friday's game against Ethiopia. Well, the Black Stars come up against South Africa on Monday, and some Ghanaians are expecting them to do much better in that game at Johannesburg. My name is Joseph Adamafiu, and this has been another edition of Sports Updates Ghana.